back to the channel. It's game day here at Tullyroan and the track is wet. Abby's just checking out there. There's water flowing across the track there, and last night one of the guys busted diff just down along here into the first clip, and there's still diff oil there. The boys, Kevin and the boys, put concrete or cement on it, but Kevin's just testing up the quad there, and it does still, it's very leaky. Kevin even said it himself, so I think Kevin's going to work on trying to get that sorted, because that where that oil is going down into clip one is extremely dangerous there. If there's any, if it's as slippy as it looks now, you're going to be in the wall, so hopefully Kevin can get that sorted. So it's looking like it's going to be a wet track all day today, so I'm going to take off the road tyres and we're going to try a part worn semi-slick and pump it up. Hopefully the semi-slick will have a little bit more grip in the wet than the road tyre. We're going to try it. Don't know if it's going to work or not, but we'll pump the tyre up and see. So I leave Kevin and the lads, the track team, here to get this track sorted, and I go and change some wheels on the M3, put on the semi-slicks, and just stay wet, don't be patchy. Just do one or the other. So right, let's try these semi-slicks. So we've got Jack Mahoney on the job. So we're taking off the road tyres and we are going with these bad boys here, Zestino semi-slicks on the back of the M3. They are hard compound, so we're just going to pump them up. See the way the cuts for the rain, so that should be a lot better to get the water out of the tyre than the likes of this here. As you can see, like, it doesn't really let the water out straight out, so we're going to hopefully that the Zestino will let all the water out of here. We're going to pump them up. We're going to go 40-45 psi and yeah, throw them on the car and see how we go with them. First time ever driving on semi-slicks, so fingers crossed. It could go very good or could go very bad. Car looks incredibly dirty. We might have to give it a clean up for later on, but as you can see, the rain is not helping us here. Nicky is set to go. Nicky's all tyres changed, and yeah, a little bit of silence here at Tullyroan. People still arriving. Yeah, get these tyres on and get ready for some practice. Right, here goes nothing. We've got the hard Zestinos on the back of the car, running about 35 psi. Let's see how it goes. First time driving on semi-slicks with the M3. Just send it, see what happens. I know anyway, but I'm actually excited to drive on these. Everybody is talking about semi-slicks and how grippy they are and this, that and other. It's going to be a learning curve for me now for the first half of practice. The boys are queuing up now, so I'm going to get the car up there. The car is filthy, but we might clean it before qualifying. We'll have to clean it before qualifying to have it looking good. Okay, first run on the semi-slicks. Here we go. I can say is wow, the semi-slicks on this is just a different level. The grip is unbelievable. There is some wet spots on it, but the semi-slick seems to handle the wet spots a lot better. Yesterday I was sort of letting off coming into the wet spots, but with the semi-slick, I never drove in them before, but I said, look, I'll have a bit of faith in them. And I just drove through the wet patch and they just carried on right through it and didn't affect the car at all. So, Nicky Davey, thank you very much. These tyres are just crazy. So look, hopefully I can keep it up. A lot of cars damaged already this morning, so we'll just do another couple of runs. Tentative enough. The wind is picking up now and there's rain starting to fall, so God only knows what's going to happen. We may have to drop the pressures, but the pressures I have in the semi-slicks now are for the patchy conditions are 100%. If it starts to downpour, we will have to adjust down a little bit, but I have to say the semi-slicks, I can even feel the heat in them. Unbelievable. So yeah, time to go for another run. Run 2 in the bag. On my lead run, I asked the driver beside me just give me a little bit of a gap because the rain is starting to come down, and fair dues to me, gave me a gap, but like semi-slicks, that's unbelievable. Had a very, very, very good lead line. Just on one of the clips, I straightened a little bit. I knew I'd done it, but that can be sorted very, very simple. But yeah, very, very happy now, and the semi-slick just class on the M3. So rain is still coming down here. I think I'll probably get one more lap, nice and tentative, and then Nicky will be going out in the second half, and then we'll be into qualifying. So yeah, very, very impressed. Hopefully feeling confident enough now, so just one more run, and we're going to qualifying. We're just on my lead run in that last run. I don't know if Abby got the second run, but in the chase position, the guy who was with, I can't think of his name, sorry about that, but he was on a road tyre, and I was just talking to him there now. He quickly went back in and put the semi-slicks back on, so that caused him to over-rotate, and it was a very, very close encounter, but we got it saved and he got it saved. No cars were damaged and all is good. So I'm going to jump back in the car, go out for one more run, and then we go to see Nicky practicing. just back in from that last run. I'm feeling 100% confident. Connor's just pulling the car in under the tent here because it's absolutely pissing rain. But wow, just very, very impressed with the tyres, and the lead and chase run there was unbelievable, as you just have seen. So Nicky's out now, and then the next time we're back out for qualifying. So I am feeling confident. I'm hoping if it stays this way, I should put in a good run in qualifying in the 2 runs. Let's see how it goes. Good job, Nicky. Looks well. You know where your boundary is now.
We know where the wall is anyway, so we do.
Very, very good run by Nicky there, and testing the boundaries, but you need to go. Oh, look at this. Treacherous stuff. Yeah, I think get another run in. Practice nearly over, so
Get one more run in now and have a try and have it dialed in.
Right, go. Pete McFadden's car has to be one of the loudest cars here. It sounds unbelievable. So we just got Nicky's car fixed up, and Nicky is queuing back up now. Hopefully he'll get another run in before qualifying. But as you can see, it is treacherous here. But still feeling confident in the semi-slicks that we should be pretty okay. Just take our time. But yeah, see if Nicky gets another run and then start gridding for qualifying. Okay, the rain is still coming down here, but we are going to start gridding for qualifying now. I'm not sure what way Kevin is doing it. I don't know if he's going to do 2 runs back to back or just do 1 run and come back for the second run. Not too sure on that. I'll chat to the boys now. But warming the car up. I had a great practice this morning in the wet. It has rained a lot more now, so I think on the first run I'm just going to be tentative enough, safe enough run, get me clips, and don't go too mad. So that's the plan for the first run. See how we score. I'm hoping to score fairly high. I think the key to this event is to score really high, and gives me a better chance in the top 32. If we qualify mid-pack, then we're coming up against like somebody that's on the same level as me. So that we'll see how we get on. Yeah, car's warming up. I better get warmed up, and fingers crossed things go okay here at Tullyroan.
246 entries. You go 326 horsepower. No fear of the wall chasing in that area. We'll be looking to go 1 step further than that grade 8. Can we soon get into our final score? Well, we've got to fully qualify first of all. A very capable driver and a very capable car. We enjoying the wet conditions well. We are about to see 9 hours for the first and 4 here. We can follow. Very comfortable around the circuit, but certainly a better run than displaying. We get feeling so far. We just get 2% past the circuit here, We're hoping for a big one on the second half of this qualifying. We'll be score dropping in. So we're going to reach the score here. 66 for Niagara on his first run. So get yourself there in 2023 is always incredible. So we're looking at that at the moment. You wonder if you put on that score of 66 on his second run of qualifying, and you can just see the range is absolutely flowing down. That second round, but gets back on. This looks like a big improvement from the first one. He's back into the position, fantastic. He's walking wide every so often. Drives back to the
So we're just back in from our qualifying session. We got a 66 on our first run and we got a 75 on our second run. Yeah, it was pretty good. made a little couple of errors, I'd say, which sacrificed me the points, but hopefully that is enough to get us into the top 32 at 75. I'd be feeling fairly confident that we are in the top 32. So we're just sitting in Nicky's truck. It's still miserable out there, and I have a heater at my feet because they're absolutely soaking. So I'm going to warm up here a little bit, get some grub, and let's see how Nicky does in his qualifying, and then see how we are gridded, and hopefully we're in the top 32 and see who we're going to come up against. We are in the game, qualified 22nd here, and Nicky is in the game as well. Nicky was very, very worried, but we're both in the game, and I'm coming up against a very good friend of mine, Chris Brady. So Chris Brady's good. He's very, very good. He's old school, but still very, very good. So gonna go over and chat Chris now, and we've reduced the pressures a little bit because I know Chris is going to be fast, but it's good. We've qualified, we're into the top 32, and I said it earlier on to the boys, I says if we qualify this weekend, it's an achievement in itself with the level of drive in here. So pressures are adjusted, and yes, hopefully we can push through to the top 16, but it ain't going to be an easy one. That's all she wrote for Tullyroan. Extremely bad mistake on my behalf. There was meant to be another battle before myself and Chris, and unfortunately poor Clark Hatton didn't make the 5-minute rule, so that meant to come looking for me and Chris. I have a bungee cord holding the hydro to just keep the car solid from not rolling in the queue. Got suited and booted, got one out, and when Chris got me a good bit in the lead run. I'd done the whole run, done the whole 2 runs. Just as I was coming back in, I looked at the handbrake. The bungee cord was still on the whole way around, so the handbrake was holding the car back a little bit, but still Chris, fantastic driver, hey, unbelievable lead line, and yeah, he got the win over me. I had contact with the wall and straightened me, so that, I think if I didn't have the straighten, it would have been very, very close, but yeah, the car's still in one piece. It's not too bad. We had a little bit of contact with the wall, but the SD Aero bumper held up. A couple of ways I want to thank here, SD Aero, for all the fiberglass duty fabrication as well, for keeping the car tip-top shape. Kelvin tyres as well, hooking me up with tyres whenever I need them. Unbelievable. China Sourcing Services, Technimark, Joe Fallon Car Sales, everybody, I want to thank you all so much. Even though I got beat in the top 32, the learning curve I had today, driving on the wet, driving on semi-slicks, was absolutely second to none. And also thank Nicky Davey for forcing me to go on to the semi-slicks, but I'm happy enough. The car's coming home in one piece, and a great weekend's driving, and a very, very well done to Kevin Quinn and all his staff and everybody running this event. It's top notch. The rain is gone now, but well done to all them lads. Hugo on the start line, Hugo, gentleman, and always a smile when you come to the start line. It's a brilliant, my favourite event ever. But that's it for now. The car's coming home in one piece, and that's all that matters. And well done to Chris Brady. So Hope you enjoyed this episode. Not as great as the last Tullyroan, but still very, very happy. So yeah, quit waffling. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one where we head to the shed to get Abby's car ready.